movie that turned it all around. Ladies and gentlemen, we give you The Fast and the Furious 5.
Yeah, the controversy.
All right. So let's just get into some trivia quickly. This one came out in 2011. It brought some of the members from the previous films back, from Tyrese Gibson, Ludacris, Gal Gadot, the two brothers. I keep forgetting their names. From the fourth one.
Mm-hmm.
And then it introduces Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson as Luke Hobbs.
The Rock has entered the Fast and Furious franchise.
What the Rock
And
what the Rock is cooking.
It had a budget of 125 million, and then it made 626.1 million at the box office.
Ooh. That's that Marvel money right there, because that's after Iron Man. That's after what else is that after?
Hulk. It was after Hulk. Hulk.
Yeah.
I said The Rock says this.
Definitely.
The Rock is gonna sweat through this entire movie. He's gonna be dripping in baby oil through this entire movie.
Yeah, even Iron Man 2. Because this is the year before Avengers, and also it was after the Dark Knight.
And that's when like these movies started making $1 billion. Like they started to like reach those numbers. There was the Fast and the Furious almost keeping up, right?
Yes.
At this point, anyway.
The Rock says this. The Rock says that I'm going to be covered in baby oil the entire movie. The Rock says that I'm going to be covered in basting cooking oil and sweat in every scene that I am in. The Rock says this. The Rock says, like, bro, he was sweating. Oof.
Hey,
I think this is his greatest performance actually in this entire franchise for me.
The Rock was sweating because of all the sexual frustrations he had when he looked at Dom. Every time Dom was involved, The Rock was like sweating, looking intense, looking like.
I can't wait for Devilla to write his version of the Fast and the Furious.
Even that was like, look, I was thirsty, but this. Are you? What the hell is happening with you two?
Funny enough, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but I actually feel like in this one, his ego was not too big at this point. He felt like he was a team player.
Yeah.
He didn't feel like he was too big for anybody or anything. Yeah. And I think that's why it worked, because he knew his place in this movie. He was not bigger than Vin Diesel.
But I mean, they also give him a lot of stuff, though. They give him a lot of stuff.
Yeah, they do. They don't necessarily like rub him off, but at the same time, they do support him a lot. Like he's a big character in this. They did a good job.
Rub him off.
Yes,
and did. Also, I guess you could say, apart from the fact that we get Han back in this one, we get who's this lady again? Jeez, man. No, that was in Fast 6. Sorry about that. The MMA fighter. But we get introduced.
No, we get Gina Carano in this one.
No, it's not this one.
It's 6.
We get Elena Neves, which is played by Elsa Pataki, who is Chris Hemsworth's wife. Yeah.
Yes.
Elsa Pataki is Chris Hemsworth's wife.
Yeah.
I mean, lucky lady. She's so blessed. God bless her. We love her.
This is a fine woman. But her acting in this was.
You and Rob, same WhatsApp group. Because Rob doesn't like her character, the acting at all.
Her character was an interesting thing, I think. Oh, Joe, are you still there?
I think it's frozen. Huh?
Joe.
Yo.
Come in, Joe.
No, he'll come back.
Minato Sensei, no, don't disappear on us.
He'll come
Flying
back.
Raijin.
Minato Sensei.
Sorry, you were saying?
Anyway, I was saying like her delivery in this was like really flat and a lot of scenes. And I think the other thing is like this movie got so ridiculous that when they tried to do the heart-to-heart stuff, it's just like, no, you're not that movie. Like I just saw Dom crash a car into like 50 cars and like jump his car off of a building, and then it like rolled 30 times and he got out fine and he doesn't even have a scratch. There's not even like a scuff on his shirt. His clothes are clean. Now you're trying to talk about. Oh yeah.
Also, this is why we get into this is why we get reintroduced to Vince, right? He's second in command from the first one.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
But also, even though I do agree there are some superhero stuff here, this is where it basically starts. You have to remember, there's actually a lot of practical work done here, like a surprisingly large amount. Like for example, the train scene. A lot of that train scene is actually real. Like the part where they slam the truck into the train, that was real, and the train almost for real nearly flipped
Okay,
over.
but when the train starts flipping and turning on fire, and Dom takes his muscle car to like face it and drift underneath it with crazy precision, how real was that one?
Obviously, that the part with him in it will probably be like adjusted, but the point is, it looks very real. They did a very good job making it look very realistic. This was fantastic. What's the word?
There's also a
Or,
recurring thing in these movies where the characters keep trying to do this thing where they comment on how crazy the scenario is, like that's supposed to give the movie a pass. And I'm like, I see what you're doing. No, because Letty's like Dom, and it's like, please stop pretending that it's not Superman behind the wheel. Like,
And also, okay, there's a few things that I think I just want to add on to what Buckmeister's saying. Letty will always say, Tom, right? And then Roman will always mention things that happened in the previous movies. I was on top of a tank. We did this, we did that, we did every sequel. He keeps on adding whatever they did in the previous one from the time that he joined them. I can't do this no more, man. I'm gonna quit after this, man. I can't do this anymore. I jumped in front of a tank. I did this. I did this.
that's filmmaking 101, bro. You have to have a reaction. If you don't have a reaction,
no, but like the
that's
problem
right.
is that when he says it, it's like he's trying to say, it's like he's trying to be like on the critics' side, and he's trying to be like, yeah, this is crazy, and then everybody in the movie is like, shut up, Roman. What are you talking about? And it's like, no, he's actually making sense here. Because
yeah.
there's a scene where, like, it's in the later movies where he's talking to like Tej and Ramsey, I think, and he's trying to be like, we're not normal, right, guys? Or we're not
Yeah,
normal or
that's the
something.
worst one. It's 9. That
Yeah,
happens
it's
in 9,
9.
and it's
And then everybody's
trash.
like, yeah, maybe you're just dumb. Ha 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 ha. And it's like, you guys just went through a gunfight with 50 people. You don't even have a scratch on your jacket, but you're laughing at Roman. I'm like, seriously? But
Yeah,
anyway.
that's why 9. See, 9 made the mistake of acknowledging the audience, and that's when it became the worst movie by far.
Yeah, by taking it to space and also acknowledging that
Oh
they were
God.
doing
But we'll
ridiculous
get to
things.
it. We'll get to it.
Exactly.
I think with Fast and the Furious 5, yeah, the Hobbs stuff is and the Hobbs and Dominic Toretto beef, I guess, is kind of cool. They become like Dom also like for 5 seconds it becomes an anime because he gains the power of friendship because he saves like Hobbs once and then Hobbs is like, I am Team Dominic now. And I'm like, you guys were
Forever.
trying to kill each other 5 minutes ago.
Let me tell
He
you,
didn't play a flute
Dom
or nothing.
Yeah,
Dom
it's
used
called
the
no
power of
jutsu.
the force on
It's no jutsu.
him. He fell in love instantly. Everybody just Dom was like, I don't care what they see this man. He saves him once. I love this man. He's the man of my dreams. And then there's a line behind him. Brian is like, no, that's my man. Then
Some Goku-isms.
yeah, no, everybody's like, no, how dare you try and fall in love with him? He's mine. He's mine. Get in line. He's gonna choose me.
No,
I'm his
like
true
I
love.
expected them to start playing "You Are My Friend."
Yes.
Na na ni no today. And I was like, yo, that was very instant. But yeah,
And,
this one,
and
this
to
one
answer your
I'll give.
question, Mr. Stroden,
Huh?
Mr. Buckmeister, if I were to
Yeah.
run the fight fiction of this thing, it would be definitely a harem isekai.
Fast and the Furious Isekai.
Yes.
Does Dom get hit by
edition.
Truck Kun? Because I'm telling you now, if Truck Kun tried to hit Dom, I think Truck Kun would be the one that gets isekai'd.
You guys don't
He'll
get it.
end up in another universe.
You guys, I was waiting for someone to bring it up. Because my theory is Dom is in an isekai universe. He didn't get truck code, he got train code. When that train hit him at the very first movie, he actually died. And all this is basically his afterlife.
The Ash Ketchum excuse.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. Like there was a random lady that came down floating from the heavens. Here are your stat boosts. You now have a 15 in strength. You've got a 30 in durability.
And the only reason why Brian's character left him in the end and drove different paths is because Brian finally woke up from his coma.
Oh
And
god.
yeah, this is basically a heist film, I guess you could say, because
Yeah.
it does have some elements of Italian Job as well.
Yeah.
And for me, I like it. I like the fact that they brought all these guys in and they're more competent than they ever were. I mean, Taj is competent as hell in
No,
this
but
one.
like, where did he get these skills from? Like, this is the other thing. They just like these
I
people
think they
just
got their
like
training
jump.
arcs, dog. I feel
Like
like this
people
is
just
like
jump in, but I'm saying in power scaling, like they just like Tej got like a 15 in intelligence, and nobody told me where because I remember him fixing cars, and now Bra's talking about this is another plate. This is like a 16-inch volt. It's a 12 by 4. They what's this? They've got this security system and everything, and I'm like, dog, how did you get that from cars? Like,
Yeah.
okay,
yo,
this is how I see it, ne? From after Too Fast, Too Furious to Fast 4, it's a timescape, dog. Everybody got their training. Everybody got their training.
That time skip. So they all went to
time
MIT.
hey man.
MIT.
He doesn't
Hey,
have an
dog.
afro anymore. He cut his hair.
Well,
You know
he's
what I mean?
hacking governments, bro. He's hacking like government level official things. I'm like, yo,
Yeah,
okay.
let's all go.
Wow.
He's a
That's why I didn't understand when they added Ramsey. I'm like, you don't need Ramsey. You have Taj. Like, I don't understand. What's the whole point of having?
Ah, Ramsey's
right,
fine.
yeah.
Ramsey's fine. That's what it is. Ramsey is a beautiful woman.
Oh, right.
She's
Who's
so
Ramsey
funny
again?
because they don't do anything with that.
Oh,
She's
okay,
just
that's-
there in
Oh,
all the
yes.
movies.
Let me tell you. Listen. Okay, the moment I'm gonna press this gay button. I'm gonna press this gay button till it breaks. Because my headcanon, Roman, the comedic,
Relief.
the comedic relief ends up with the other comedic relief ludicrous. Because why they're always together and everything? Why they
Yeah,
have
and
to
then
do all
they
this
bring, and
technology?
then there's a,
Uh-oh.
Oh well, that was
Yeah.
fun. It lasted.
Elon Musk decided, fuck that shit.
It's
But
actually
anyway,
funny you say that, but there's actually a relationship that actually kind of forms between Han and
they're both not making a move.
What?
Okay, you were quiet. You were silent for a good period of time.
And then you were like making a move.
Yeah.
no, you got Genjutsu, Chief. Elon came down, Sharingan, and paused your whole connection.
Not
So
even Sharingan. Which is the teleportation one again? Which one is it again?
Minato Sensei, flying Raijin. No.
This Gecko Sharingan. And then you were hit, bro.
You know?
I don't know what's happening with my connection. It's bad now. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah. You were saying
Okay.
something for make the move.
Yeah, make a move, dog. I was like,
Oh, I was saying that to prove Tibelo's point, they bring in a hot woman called Ramsey to actually be interested in one of them, but they're still not making a move. Both of them are not making a move.
Oh, like this.
and even in the story by now, they should be about 40 years old. It's a bit late for making a move at this point. How old are you?
No, but still, like because it's at a point it seemed like she was into Tash, but at the point it seemed like she was into Roman, and none of them made a move. I'm like, yeah,
It's mostly Tash.
No, it's mostly Tash. Like they're playing pranks on Roman and
Yeah.
all of that stuff in the later movies. But moving on, right?
Yeah.
Moving
She
on.
just decided, she just saw what was going on and decided to be the fruit fly. She's the grace to, to touch as well.
Oh god.
Yeah. basically.
All right. So moving on, right? Yeah, this one Fast and Furious 5. I give it a 7, I guess. I give it a 7.
Makes sense.
All right.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, it's really high, eh?
Not available right now. So we'll find out his score later. Tabello?
I would give it a fair enough 6. There was decent enough eye candy. It kept my attention for most of this movie.
But that heist thing, I mean
Was utterly-
that bank thing, I don't
that
understand.
that part broke me for days. It's
Ooh.
like, those
I'm like,
parts-
physics left
They
the
were just-
building. Like I feel like Vin Diesel looked at physics and he just kicked it off. Like you know, this is Sparta. That's what
Yeah.
he did to physics. Like physics, like this is blasphemy. This
This
is madness.
is family.
How can two cars really carry this thing? Like push it.
Drag a safe without any lubrication.
No, how do they turn the safe into a weapon? At one point, like he's wielding it like it's like the car had a hand at the back because it's like
Dude.
whipping the other enemy's cars with the safe.
It was beautiful.
Yeah. No, they had a Jedi in the back seat.
Yeah. That's when Palpatine was busy helping him out. Master,
In the boot, actually.
guide me. They're like,
Go left, go right.
I was gonna say, do it, and then the car started riding. Yeah.
yeah. And then it looked at the cop car. You have.
Okay. My score. Wait, did you give your thing, Tebelo? Your
Oh yeah, mine. I'm gonna give it a 5. 'Cause
It went
I
from
can't-
6 to 5.
Yeah. No, the physics. I forgot the physics was the part that broke me in the movie. Everyone watching the movie was like, surely this is ridiculous. Come
Yeah,
on.
I think the physics checked out at 4. I think physics handed in its papers
Resignation
and tendered its resignation at Fast and the Furious 4 because after this, whew,
Woo! Aye.
I give it
Yeah.
a flipping 10, bro. I said it before and
It's your
I'll say it
favorite
again.
one. We
This
get
is
it.
my favorite one.
And then the Rock gets blue balled in the end.
Oh, damn. Okay, well then, mine, I'm gonna give it a solid 8. I really enjoyed myself, and I think this saved the franchise. Actually, you know what?
100%.
I think it saved the
100%.
franchise. Cool. So we're on the last. Oh, wait, we're doing up to 7 still.
yeah, I think we can go up to 7. Okay, so this one is Mr.
Can you go
Shaw.
up to Can you go up to 7?
I'm gonna do 3 movies next week. Then I mean, well, the following week.
Yeah, that's fine. I think
Alright.
that's fine.
Okay.
All right. Cool.
Look,